Hi, this is Michael DeLeon from Steered Straight, and I want to thank you for another year of supporting us watching our Road to Recovery videos. And to close out 2024, we caught up with our friend Navarone Garcia. He's the son of Priscilla Presley, and he's got an incredible story of breaking the chains of fentanyl addiction. Nav, thank you so much for sharing your story so we can share it with other people.
I'm Navarone Garcia, and you're on the road to recovery. My name is Navarone Garcia. I'm Priscilla Presley's son and a musician and a survivor of the fentanyl and opioid epidemic.
There's some things I'd like to say. If I tell the truth, they'll take me away.
I think my mom tried to raise me as normal as, with everybody else as possible, which I'm thankful for. Music was always a part of my life. Yeah, I started playing piano and I played drums and I had my first band when I was 15. 16, we played the Whiskey, and I always had older friends, so I kind of was trying to hang in with the older people, and they smoked weed. I was young and experimental, and I kind of hung around the crowd that was older and they were going through the same phase as me, and I would try everything with them as well. I went to, Molly and cocaine and all the psychedelics, and then eventually started doing heroin.
Searching for some silence.
Using was it was kind of a temporary escape, but I knew the dangers that I was messing with, and I tried to really keep it, keep the beast on a leash. I saw my friends becoming addicts, and when it was heroin, they weren't necessarily dying left and right, but they were turning into different people, and I didn't like the people that they became. Even when I used it as a heroin addict, I didn't like to hang out with heroin addicts because I always got robbed. I always, ended up in bad situations. In 2016, it all kind of turned into fentanyl was coming around, and that started all of a sudden my friends that were just, strung out, going through a hard time, all of a sudden just started dropping left and right.
It only takes one pill to kill, turning fentanyl poisoning into an epidemic.
And we didn't know that was what was happening. We thought it was that they were trying to do it or something, there was something different was happening. And all of a sudden it became apparent that it was the drugs that we were getting were all contaminated. I actually went into rehab, and through rehab I found a new connection, and they said they had the white China heroin, and that got me, I started using that, and I checked myself into a rehab, and I had to do a drug test for the rehab. And the rehab said, you peed clean for heroin. And I said, that's not possible. I just did some in the bathroom. And they said, well, here's your test, and it didn't show up. So I called my dealer, and I said, what's going on? Why am I passing drug tests? And he said, oh, that's fentanyl. And then I realized I was hooked on fentanyl, which is, let alone it being scary that it's dangerous. It's a whole different beast to get off of. It's excruciating to stop doing fentanyl. Hunkered down and I went to my mom's house, and I just said it's gonna get bad, and let's just see how bad this gets. 22 days I did not sleep, getting off of fentanyl. You know, going to the bathroom in bed, 1 and number 2. Even after 22 days, I finally got a little bit of sleep. It took a good, I'd say, 45 days to be back to feeling a little bit normal. Someone came into my life that was important to me, and they were actually across the world in Switzerland. So it was, I wanted to be able to travel. I wanted to be able to live my life, and it's impossible to live a life when you're in the cycle of using and addiction. But once you get through it, it's a whole different world. Now that I'm off fentanyl, it's scary that it's out there, and I would love to just inform the masses that this is something we really need to worry about. What Michael has done here is incredible. He's put together so much information. And just to see that this is happening all over the country with so many people is so scary. And to see that it's happening with the younger kids is terrifying. The world is open to do what I want to do. It doesn't make everything easier, but it's definitely a fresh start to go down the right path and pick which direction I want to go. I have a relationship with my mother. I have a relationship with all my family, and it's nice to be able to enjoy that and not have to rush off to go meet a dealer or go get high and worry about that with my family. It's really nice.